Hello again, Rebecca here. Today we are going to do another Close to My Heart Summer Vibes workshop kit. I'm going to show you the magazine real quick, or the catalog where it is. And I'm going to be doing the second half, the second page of Project 1. I split them up. They're supposed to be a double page layout, but I was able to, I looked at them and I didn't feel as if you kept them to, if you separated them, that it would make them look as if they didn't belong. So I'm going to use the white daisy cardstock as my base. And then I'm going to get all my supplies. And I do have to keep flipping back and forth into the book so I could figure out what piece is what piece. But this is just a zip strip from one of the other pieces that you were supposed to attach along the top there. And it takes me a minute to get it straight. I do love doing these workshop kits. This is the first one I've ever done, and it's fun. I find I will continue to do them because it does give me a little bit of variety in my albums. As far as like the design is something that I wouldn't come up with on my own. It's not, one of my standard go-tos. Right there, I'm trying to figure out which side of the cardstock to use because, as you know, is all close to my card. Cardstock comes with a light side and a dark side, so I was just flipping it back and forth there. This is the Summer Vibes, and the pictures that I have I'm using are my son when the teachers of his high school drove around to all their houses and secretly stuck their Granite City High School 2020 senior signs in the front yard. So this is him posing with his sign at the front of our house. And I was like, you guys couldn't wait? Because like that weekend and the next weekend we ended up landscaping the entire front yard. So this was like, we had to dig out all the old bushes and stuff. So it didn't look so pretty. I'm going to cut this one down. Two of them are pretty much the same picture, but it called for 3 photos. So I just left one at 4x6 and cut the other ones down to 3x4. And, kid was, I don't know, this is probably during the week. I work from home now during the COVID pandemic, and he was home. So I'm like, that's what you're going to wear? He's like, yes, I'm not changing to go get a picture for you. I'm like, oh, you know me so much better than that, Samuel. Well, here I am, I was trying to get it even, so I usually flip it back and forth from side to side to take a smidge off each side. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach it to the cardstock. And I'm going to get this one on there as well. That other one is 3x3, so it's a 4x6, a 4x3, and a 3x3. And those are the photo placement cards that come with all the kits. Those are pretty fun if you don't have photos, excuse me, and you want to use, I'm going to go ahead and create the layout. You can just put those placement holders on there. And then you can attach the photos later, which is kind of cool. So here I am, I'm going to attach the photos down. This actually didn't take very long to do. It was more of me reading the directions that took the longest time, just to make sure I didn't screw it up or use a piece that should have been used later on, because there are 3 double page layouts in this workshop kit, so you get 6 pages total. I only had to use the Project 3 as a double page layout because it flowed. So there was no, if you broke it apart, it was going to look incomplete. So I quite like it, but I did, kind of move back and forth between other collections as well. That was the die cut sheet that comes with it. I didn't think you guys wanted to watch me sit there and pop all that stuff out. And then I got to back these open hearts in the glacier color with this beautiful striped paper, which, oh my God, I absolutely adore that striped rainbow paper. I'm just seeing which hearts fit where. And I did have a lot left over. I was surprised with the amount of papers that were left over and embellishments, as far as like all the hearts that popped out of the center of these were also on the page before in a big heart. So I have a lot of these glacier blue hearts, which I will keep and use as, accents and other scrapbooking layouts. So I'm just using my liquid adhesive there. I use the art glitter glue, and I put it in a fine liner bottle. I find that as long as you put the cap back on pretty close to, I wouldn't let it sit. See, I put the cap right back on because it'll dry in that tube, and then you have to soak it in hot water, and, for me, it's not cost effective because I don't want to sit there and wait for it, so I just buy a new one. And the blue cap is a lot finer, and I find that a lot of glues do not come out of it, so I switched to the yellow cap fine liner bottle. But yeah, I like the fine liner bottle. All right, so I've got all of those backed, and then there's one more at the top that I'm like, oh, well, that's great. That one does not get backed, and that one just goes straight on the layout. So I'm just putting little dots on there because even though the art glitter glue dries clear and you can't see it, I still try it. I don't want to waste adhesive. So I'm just going to stick that one up there. And I pat it down very nicely. I don't really know what that was all about. And I also find that a little goes a long way with these. I don't glue them completely down because, obviously I want to embellish and I want to put, I add a lot of different things to the layout. I add my own touch to it. I add more hearts and stuff in places that they shouldn't have been. Apparently I like to pat things down. I'm noticing that. This is hard. It's hard to watch yourself. That one I popped up on some foam tape. This one I'm just going to glue underneath. And I was going to put the lid on, but then I was like, that's a negative. Now that actual part was supposed to go down a lot farther, but then it would have covered up the sign. So obviously, the workshop kit, it gives you an idea, but it is still your own design, make it yours, make it what you want or what works. Like obviously if I would have put it down, then it would have covered up the sign there, and that was the whole purpose of the layout. On a lot of my layouts, I don't do journaling because I feel like the pictures explain what's going on. Like this one, Sam standing with his senior 2020 sign. There's really not anything else I need to say, other than I write the date and stuff on it. But if it's something that I need to tell a story about, I'll do the journaling. But for the most part, I feel my pictures are very well documented. Now in my Project Life 2020 album that I started this year is probably why I don't do a lot of journaling on my recent layouts, because the same, like this picture is in that book as well, because this is something that happened that week. It's just, a little 1x1, 2x2 square picture on a little card. So, but the stories are told within that as well. As you can see, there was a flamingo enamel accent piece, and that I do not match my photos. Now if this was like a dog designer paperback or whatever, I wouldn't be putting my kid in it. But, it was summer. It called for flamingos. It's fine. He's in shorts and a t-shirt on a hot day. It works. You don't have to make everything matchy-matchy. If you want to, that's great. That's just not my thing. I don't do that. I don't try to get everything to flow cohesively. I feel like I'm trying to document the layouts and create a pretty page for people to look at. Doesn't, obviously I wouldn't be using a winter theme for a summer layout, but for the most part. That says the perfect day. It was kind of fun. He was really surprised. This also has a beach ball, which, as you can see, I put the heart down, and then, well, that didn't work out. So I'm just holding it to make sure it sticks because I did add adhesive to that. Also going to have another, I don't know what that says. One says relax. Some of these things I'm popping up on foam dots, some I am not. That's a little popsicle. I'm just, basically doing what they say to do. Now I'm going to take a little heart. Maybe not. Not sure what I'm doing there. Oh, I dropped it on the floor. I remember. I dropped it on the floor and I went to look for it, and then I thought to myself, we'll never find that again. But there are so many hearts, it's fine. So I put one of those little hearts in the middle of the green sunburst. And that color is called Fern. It says, "You are my sunshine," and I stuck that little orange piece down there, and then I thought, you know what, I need to add a little dimension as well. So I'm just going to take my little foam dots here, and I should have only used one, but whatever. I got like 400 packs of these things, and I just like them. I just don't like pulling off the little bitty things. I'd rather cut up 2 pieces of, fun foam. So I just keep looking through my stuff, grabbing everything I can, not real sure what I'm doing here. I'm going to put some more stuff down. Oh, I got another heart. I was thinking, we'll put a heart up here too. Not called for, but it works. Now we're going to put something in the middle of it, probably another heart. Yep. Now it's tone on tone, but I'm going to decorate that as well. I'm looking at the sticker sheet to make sure I have everything. The title is Soak Up the Sun there. That's what the title's supposed to be. I am doing my title as You Are My Sunshine because this child is my life and he has just recently graduated high school and my life is over. You guys feel like that? I do. I'm going to get another little heart down. I just keep adding embellishments to wherever I feel like they need to go, just to make them fuller. And I'm not a big fan of white background. Now that is a mint green stickles that I got from Close to My Heart, and I am just going to, as you see, I'm going to make that heart glitter. I'm going to add some little embellishments here and there, and we are almost done with this layout. I'm going to just put little things wherever, little dots, just kind of make it all pretty. All the little hearts I do fill in and make a solid piece. And I just get, I felt like those hearts, all these hearts are naked, so I went ahead and jazzed a lot of them up. I'm going to get up here as well, and I'm going for it. I put it on the top, I put it on the bottom, different places. I'm going to fill in the little beach ball area there. All right, so go ahead and click the like button below if you did like the video. Hit that subscribe button. Oh, I'm adding another heart, sorry. And I will leave a link to this workshop kit below. So have a nice day, and I hope to see you guys later. Oh, also, I'm going to write the date on the beach ball with a slick writer. I believe it's my Cricut slick writer. All right, well, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.